कौन सा मॉडल है, ABS वाला है नॉन ABS? I have pointed down a lot of questions regarding the Dominar after watching a lot of YouTube videos and asking a lot of owners, and I have came to a conclusion. I have made some points what improvement it needs. So the first thing is the windscreen that it needs, the aftermarket windscreen. Now why? Because this is very short, and now this bike will take you about 120 130 with ease on the highways, so the wind blast would be a difficult problem to face. That is the first basic thing. Then there is no gear shift indicator inside the Speedo. When you see the Speedo, you will not find any gear shift indicator in it. So that might be a problem for you guys, because I am very used to the gear shift indicator, and sometimes it becomes very difficult to understand at what gear you are. Then the third point that I have is to get the handlebar replaced. Now when I see the handlebar, you can go for a Duke 390 handlebar with the clamps, with all the clip-ons. The reason why, because this handlebar, when you ride for a about 100 plus and whatnot, this shakes a lot, and when you brake hard, so it bends. Sometimes I have seen, because I have seen Fuzz Ride's video, he told that the handlebar was bending a little bit. So I think a Duke 390 handlebar with the clamps would work wonders for you. And as it is a touring motorcycle, they say, definitely go for handguards. Handguards will save you from cold wind and also will look good on the bike, and it's a normal touring setup. He's sitting on the bike and enjoying. Anyways, let's coming back to the point. Once we'll get off the bike, I'll talk about the later points, what I feel about the bike. While he is sitting on the bike, you can see the tire. This is the MRF tire that you get with the Dominar, which is, I think, are the worst tires ever you should get. MRF is not the brand if you are looking for the bike. Probably a Michelin's would do wonders for you, and it is a hard compound tire, so which will also take the beatings on the road, off-road, on-road, both. The Dominar has got a very big front disc. Also the rear disc is also big, but still the braking performance is not as good, even on the ABS model, because I have ridden the ABS model, and I think the braking is not as good as you would expect from a bike like a 400cc bike. So what you can do is you can go for an aftermarket KTM Duke 390 brake pads or some of the other brake pads, which would do wonders for you guys. And get that convex mirrors, that you get now, that small convex mirrors, which will give you a overall rear view look, the rear traffic what comes out. इसका on road कितना जा रहा है? 8 point. Yeah, getting a main stand. Now when I say getting a main stand, yes, because the Dominar is a bike which only comes with one single stand. So if you have a main stand and you have a lot of luggage, you can put up the bike and it will take the load, you know what I mean, servicing. And then next is the tank pad. Now when I say the tank pad, the Dominar comes with this stock tank pad, which is cheap, and when you'll wear riding jacket, so it will definitely worn out this paint, it will scratch the paint out. So getting a good tank pad would be a better, and also knee pads. Now when I say knee pads, because most of the people, they wear knee guards, so that will also end up scraping this. Instead of laminating it and making it look like a scratch guard put on it, you can definitely go for knee grips. There are storm grips and all what you get. Then this is a fiber tank, this is not a metal tank. So when I say a fiber tank, that means it will not be able to take a lot of beating when you see the bike, so that will sometimes will become a huge problem for you guys. And also when you see the display, you have dual display, one is this and one is that. So what happens is, when you put on a tank bag, you will not be able to see it, because it provides some important information, I guess, so which would turn out to be a difficult task for you guys. Basically you have to stick to the saddlebag and along with the tail bag on it. So I think that is something which I don't like. Yes, so now now coming to the last part. Even though Dominar has got a good LED set of lights, still when you ride in the deep night, midnight I may say, the lights are not very functionable. So if you get extra fog lights, the light flow would be a lot better. And also if you see the tail, you know, now when I see this tail, I feel that the bike is looking a lot ugly. This might have been a better option if they have got good tails, and I don't know why Sari guard is given. Sari guard is bullshit. Well, after coming to the conclusion, I may say that overall this bike is a very good bike for touring, you know, because the price bracket it comes through, the options that it gives you, it is a very good bike. Because extra 10,000 will give you a Mojo 300, which is a good bike but not as good as the Dominar is. So I think you should definitely go for the Dominar. And these modifications that I said, if you do some modifications, whatever you find necessary, yes, the bike would be the best option for you to take anywhere in the touring. Because the bike is taller. I am 5.7 and it was hard for me to put both my feet grounded. So the bike is taller. And the next part is what? Yes, I have seen one biker, one motovlogger called Bull Biker. So he got this fork seal problem on the Dominar, the new Dominar. So I think I have made a video on this and I am going to be posting it, uploading it. So you may understand that you need fork covers, you know, to save your forks from getting, you know, broken oil seal. So that was all about the video, guys. This was my honest impressions on the Dominar. If you think the improvements that I told you was right, then you can give me a like, and if you don't like, you can dislike the video. Ride safe, ride hard. It doesn't matter what bike you get, it only matters how you ride. Bye bye.